Welcome back to episode 2 of Conspiracy Clowns. Me, Brian Smith, aka Must Be the Meds. We got D.
D's nuts right here. I'll
Yep,
let your
and
boy. And I
ignore
like,
that other video.
I like, you know, little
Midgets.
people.
Oh yeah, we weren't supposed to say midgets.
Yeah.
But you're not allowed to apologize because
Oh,
you apologized last time.
yeah, you got me on that one.
Yeah, but here we are Wednesday. We made it 2 weeks. We got some good comments last time. We got some good feedback from y'all. We adjusted some things based on your feedback. So let us know. Leave some comments. Participate and whatnot.
And I hope you guys can hear me here. I've been trying to work out the audio, so.
Yeah, we're trying something new with that.
Yeah, we're trying something new, but
So
I appreciate you guys checking in today. So what do we got today, my man? We've got Mars.
yeah, what the fuck is going on with Mars? Like they got like you said before when I was talking to you about this, they said there's bodies of water on Mars.
And I want to know how big these bodies were. Like, are they like 100 feet deep?
I don't know. Like how big is Mars? Like is Mars bigger than Earth or
No,
smaller?
it's
'Cause,
smaller.
Okay, but like, is that why Mars is so hot? Because like the sun, right? Can't you fit like a bajillion fucking Earths inside the sun?
Some shit like that.
Yeah, like,
I haven't counted since 5th grade.
yeah, I don't even know how that works. But like before, you were telling me like you heard, and I remember hearing it too. They found water on Mars, but it was like ice particles or some bullshit.
Yeah, that was
but I thought
like
that shit was hot. Like, how is it?
20 years ago, if not a little
Yeah, I
longer than
remember back in the
that.
day that shit.
So, we need some feedback, y'all. What's going on with Mars? Like, has anyone heard anything out there? Because I haven't heard shit about Mars. I just know that Elon Musk and shit are
Does
trying to
he
get
have anything
together.
to do with Mars?
Yeah, they're trying to launch out to Mars. He's got a
Is that where he's trying to
expedition.
go?
Yeah, he's got an expedition. I think he selected a handful of people that could afford the ride, but it's a one and go. Like it's a one trip.
They ain't
shot.
never come back.
They ain't never coming back.
Oh, word! I got a few people I want to sign up for that. Let's start a GoFundMe. Let's find out how much it is. I got a list of people I would love to send up there if they ain't coming back. That'd be some good shit.
Can I add to that? Can I add to that?
Depends on how much money we get, man.
Yeah, wait.
I call first dibs.
Wait, that's you know what? We're gonna start a GoFundMe for that.
We might.
Any anonymous people that want to go to Mars one way, well, I'll tally up. I got $1 on it.
Oh no, we're not sending them. I got a list of people I need to go.
Oh, shit. I don't know that many people.
Hey, I bought you a cruise.
It's one way.
Okay.
You're gonna be with
We gotta get
some
in
stars.
details when you tell them that shit.
Oh no, they'll just be excited to get the
Just happy to be
boarding
here.
pass.
Well,
Yeah, but Mars really, I'm
Yeah,
baffled about that shit.
but like the shit you heard before, like I remember that too. Like there might be water on Mars, but they weren't really saying definite shit. But like they found like ice crystals or something like that. But it wasn't like a body of water. But like now that's what they found like in the surface of Mars. So like the water is like underneath the surface.
So you're telling me Mars is hot as hell on the outside
Is it? It like I don't know if I made that up. Like
and could support water underneath its crust, or
yeah,
underneath
I
the
don't know.
crust?
Like do they have like our Earth has like the tectonic plates and shit with like magma moving them and shit. Is that how Earth
yeah,
works?
that's how it works. But
Does Mars have that?
now
Do all planets do that, or is that just Earth?
I'm in a quandary now because the stories about lizard people coming
Lizard people
out.
are everywhere.
Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked if they were lizard people
From Mars?
from Mars. Like from the old
Yeah.
tribes of I think there were around there by Arizona, whatever. They were talking some tribes around there.
Those are the ant people.
The ant people, yeah.
Yeah, they live
believe that
underground.
they're-
Native American tribes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the story couldn't be too far off from the root source, you know?
Yeah. Well, we touched on last week. Is the moon fucking hollow? Is Earth hollow? Like we never really dug to the center of Earth. We don't know how. They say they know how deep it is, but like we should be able to figure out like with circles and shit. Who invented circles? What was it? Aristotle.
No, he could draw the perfect circle. He was
Could he?
He could draw a perfect
Fucking
circle.
show off. Fuck him.
Yeah, I forget his name too. Show off.
But well, there was Pythagoras. He figured out the whole triangle thing.
Yeah.
So why don't we know anything about circles? Maybe that's like a thing. Nobody tells us like how we know a circle's 360 degrees, why they came to degrees. But if you use the degrees, you can look into figure out a squared plus b squared equals c squared. But like that shit's related. It's all geometry. But why don't we talk about the circles? Who invented the circle?
That actually, I watched a special. I want to say it was on Netflix.
Was it the same dude? And just like triangles more important, or
No,
like, what the
but
fuck?
if you and they also have it in I think it's physics or what have you, that the circle 360 degrees
Yeah.
is in space the perfect number.
Oh, I think shit, was it Einstein? No, it was Tesla. Tesla. It was the perfect number was. I'm gonna look that up.
Yeah, the
'cause I know what
perfect
you're
number.
talking about.
It's the perfect number, so
Keep going with it all.
it could
But it was
actually,
Tesla.
Yeah, it could be actually that perfect number can be duplicated by not addition, but could actually be duplicated endlessly.
All right.
What's going on?
I don't know. I just typed Tesla perfect, and the first suggestion is chocolate chip. So give me a second. Let me bookmark this shit because I gotta figure this out. But then
Tesla was
just
making
remind me
some
to look that
chocolate
shit up.
chips.
But now we'll see. Perfect number.
Yeah,
I watched some YouTube shit on.
Yeah, the
there we go.
perfect number.
But why is chocolate chip first?
No.
It was 369.
369 was the
Nice.
perfect number. I was 360, so I was
369.
Yeah, I was 9 numbers
Talking
off.
to me one more time. Lil Jon was onto something.
He was, wasn't
Lil
he?
Jon might be in the Illuminati.
He might be in the Illuminati, brother. Listen,
Maybe he tried, but he tried out. That's why we don't hear about him no more. He couldn't hear him.
I've been doing a little
They
research.
offered him. He's like, what?
I've been doing a little research about the head of the historical family behind the Illuminati was the Rothschilds,
hmm
and how.
And remember, we have to be careful about certain words
Okay.
when you're talking about bankers.
So the Rothschilds actually, the head or what do they call that, matriarch of the family was something Rothschild anyway. So he started to realize that after some of the wars, he was head of a bank, he owned his own bank, and what he could do is have the bank, those countries loan money to the bank, so the bank could turn around and legally buy land for the countries. So he was ahead of his time, and he made tons of money doing that. And then he got together with some other rich people at the time. It was the Rothschilds, I can't think of their names off the top of my head.
Is it Rockefeller?
Rockefellers. They got involved with the Rockefellers, the Vanderbilt,
Vandalay Industries.
Vandalay Industries. So they're considered part of the Illuminati. They're the upper echelon of the 1% that runs this entire country.
But them motherfuckers, the first ones that you brought up, like, you know what they used to do, right? They had faster, like, horses. They had the fastest horses because they get the money for it. So, like, during the Civil War, they would sell fucking, bonds and shit. But they would tell each side of the war that the other one won. So they would buy up the bonds. They were like, yo, these bonds are no good. Like, they buy up, like, the North bonds, like the Civil War. They buy them shits at a fucking discount. And they would do that for both sides in several different wars throughout the country. Like, not the country, I mean, all throughout
the world.
history.
Yeah.
And, like, that's fucking genius,
It's
man.
genius.
That's some shit I would, like,
I
can't knock the hustle for that. So,
No.
you know what, like, just because his great
So would that be a
grandfather was a
reverse
fucking
Ponzi
hustler.
scheme?
Not even. It's just Probably worse than insider trading.
Oh,
That's like
damn.
outside of
Insider
trading.
yeah.
Like I don't even know what the fuck you call that
Traded
shit.
on two sides.
That's why we got. That's why we got wars now. Like wars now. That's why we got those laws now
Yeah.
about insider trading and shit because they're the ones who own the fucking bank. So
Yeah.
that's the one law that. But what? These motherfuckers know everything.
Yeah.
So like, they're not going to tell their cousin
you got
buy this shit.
You got the top 5 families. If they wanted to rule the Dow or the S&P 500, they could really all dump out or buy up shares, and they could move everything in this country, whether people win, lose, draw.
They already do. That's why, like, it's the other people buying the shares. But either way, win, lose, or draw, they're the ones that are always going to be on top because they've been at it for so long. Like, they established the fucking system. And that's why they don't give a fuck what happens to us. They don't give a fuck what happens to anybody except themselves. They live in a gated community, like with their own property with armed security guards.
Yeah, they don't.
Nothing.
They don't care.
Nothing's gonna fuck with them.
But my thing is, I just want to find one of them Rothschild girls. Listen, I would.
You're gonna have to get yourself a top hat, bro, and a monocle.
Could you see me? I rock that motherfucker too. I would rock it.
You might have to. I don't know. To fuck with one of them, you might have to get vitiligo.
Oh man, you might be right on that. Well, I can't fuck with them then.
I don't know. Find one that wants to piss off daddy.
Get back at daddy. Get back. I'll make sure I knock up too.
I don't know. You got to be careful with that shit.
Why?
Isn't that why they killed Princess Diana?
Oh.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
That.
You remember
that?
That.
What do you think about that?
I think that honestly, about that is that the husband there had to save face, so he had it set up.
I don't even think it was him. I think it was fucking higher up than him. I don't think he had any fucking say in it.
Or the queen, because
alleged.
This is all alleged.
We don't know. We don't know.
I think
figuring it out.
If the queen had something to do with that, yeah, you find a driver that is known to sip on the brew and sip on other drinks. So okay,
have a couple cars chase him.
Any guy, you can.
She just happened to be in the car by, everybody in the car died, so we don't really even know what happened.
Dodi Fayed.
Who's that?
Dodi Fayed, he was like a prince from somewhere in the.
He was in the car too?
Yeah.
Was that the dude whose baby she was allegedly pregnant with?
Yeah.
So she was.
Yeah, absolutely. So she's freshly divorced.
Yeah, I didn't know who she was with.
And so he was a man of my complexion. And Arabic at the same time. Racism still look at
well, yeah,
the sons moved out. The son and daughter moved out and disowned it.
The royal families, they like to stick to their own kind, and by that I mean they're a bunch of inbreds allegedly.
But she wasn't.
She was an outsider.
She was an outsider married into it,
and she was going to embarrass the family. That's what I heard. Might not be true. Might be true.
I think the queen
made it happen.
Yeah, man. I think a lot of people are missing that. A lot of people are missing that.
I heard she had dandruff.
No, that's just dry skin.
Then how come they found Head and Shoulders in the glove box?
Oh, you know what? That's because I nutted on her head.
You don't want to get involved in that, man. They'll cut you up.
Hey, listen, I don't care.
They won't even do a car crash for you. They're just like,
they won't waste their time with me.
They'll call you back into the military, do a training exercise. If you're doing a training exercise with the fucking British, it involves a helicopter, they're going to kill your ass. Doesn't that happen all the fucking time?
Yeah, that's
that
how
used to
it
happen
happens.
I haven't heard about that in a long time, but didn't that usually all these guys died in a training exercise with the British soldiers?
Yeah, they put out.
What are your thoughts on that? Is it just incompetence, or?
I think that the British are trained a little less than the U.S. pilots, and I think that if you know some shit, they don't give a damn who's flying that helicopter. You're going down with it.
All right.
It's kind of like the
like they want to get rid of you. Maybe they'll have that limo driver by like fly that fucking helicopter or something.
It's kind
something
of
like that.
yeah, it's kind of like
Is that
this.
what you?
They find out who might be in a lot of debt and give them, say, £1 million, £2 million.
What is that? In like real
Uh,
money.
the dollar is less, so the £2 million is like probably $2.5 million.
Why do they call them pounds?
I don't know, it's just the way the British call them, I guess. Ah, this is my conspiracy theory on it. Is find the person
Because it used to be like a pound of gold would be worth $1 or euro or whatever the fuck they got going on.
yeah,
I don't know how that
maybe.
works.
It had to work out probably in something like pounds of grain or something.
Give
back
you like
in
a
the
pound
day.
of feathers or some bullshit.
Yeah, give me a pound.
Pound of
Oh,
tea.
you want to know where it comes
Maybe a
from?
pound of tea.
It comes back from the biblical writing. It says a pound of flesh. So there's a pound.
Yeah, but I don't know about the British and the pound. Like, it's different because like in the Bible happened in the Middle East.
Well,
So
they,
like what?
they just took on it, brother.
Yeah, but like King James. Who the fuck was King James? Was he England?
King James was English. He
Yeah, he's the one who rewrote the
wrote
Bible, right?
Yeah,
I got one of
fucked
them
that
bitches
Bible
right
all
over
up.
here.
Yeah, fucked it all up. But let me not say that too loud because there's a lot of.
You don't want my mom coming down and fuck you up.
Yeah, I don't want to beat my ass with a shillelagh. I know she got it. I know she got it.
We do.
What? So,
But yeah, you were talking about biblical times, but I don't think like England would worry about the biblical times. Worried about money.
I think
So it might be like a pound of
but
tea, maybe.
maybe it was probably a pound of tea or something because if you figured
Does anybody know?
during
Say
the
comments.
Dark Ages, which that baffles me.
We figured that out last week. It was like only like 10 years.
Okay, it only lasted 10 years.
And if you think about that, like we lost so much knowledge allegedly. Like everything got burned. It's like what the fuck happened in that 10 years? Did the aliens come down? Like what the fuck?
So was the Black Plague during that 10 years?
Oh, I thought that was the bubonic plague. Is that
The
what you?
bubonic plague, the Black Plague, yeah. Oh, why do they always got to call it black, brother?
Because black is darkness, and people fear what they do not know.
But white is the lack of color. So shouldn't it actually be the other way around?
Whiteness is pure.
It's devoid of color, though.
Exactly. Exactly.
I think we got to talk to the albinos about that.
Well, yeah. Speaking of that, hold up. What was I looking up?
You were looking up the Black Plague when
Yeah, all right.
if it
But,
happened during the
All right, that dude. I think he was it fucking Atlanta? It was some Black Lives Matter guy.
yeah.
He got caught like embezzling funds from that, like by the crib and shit.
No. Well, hey.
Well, hey, charity starts at home, right?
Right.
And if that's what he needs to feel secure, like make sure his family's secure, so he has, like, if he's gonna be out doing activism stuff, like you have to get paid for your work, right?
Absolutely.
So I'm not sure, like the grounds of like the agreements of about the funds and stuff. So like I'm not really sure if he did anything wrong. I'm really not sure. But looking at the pictures of him, I'm not sure if he was an albino.
Very close to one.
I don't know. He looked like the one that used to work at Shaw's.
Yo.
I probably shouldn't have said that, but we'll pretend I didn't.
Yeah, you don't even know what it is.
Yeah.
So my thing is, right, when you look at an albino, why does their hair look blonde?
Because there's no pigment. With the blonde, you got like yellow, and it's not like it's
just
different. I think, yeah.
But I don't know.
But yeah, the black
Black
Death.
Death.
That's what you said, yeah.
Yeah, the Black
All
Death.
right, they do call it that, and that was
Uh,
1346 to
Help me out there,
1353.
what was it again?
That was back in the day. It was 1346 to 1353.
Okay.
That wasn't even that long.
What the black?
2020 was longer than this shit. For real.
2010
It was the
just been a
deadliest
nightmare of a year.
pandemic recorded in human history. resulted in the death of up to 75 to 200 million people
Was
in Eurasia,
where's
Uranus,
Eurasia?
North Africa, and Pekin in Europe from 1347 to 51.
So what?
Was that different from the bubonic plague? Or was that the same thing?
You lost me on that one because I know nothing about that.
Well, I just
Bubonic plague.
clicked on something. It says bubonic plague, how the Black Death changed history.
Oh, okay.
So maybe it is the same thing.
Yeah, it's the same. It was just probably called different throughout time. But I'm wondering when was did that was it during the Dark Ages?
Well, no, because the Dark Ages was 15th century.
15th century. Okay.
Yeah, so that
Okay.
was well, maybe it was 16th because it was the 1500s.
But it lasted.
You have to go like a century before because you started at
eight-
1
AD.
because there was no year
BC?
0.
Yeah, there was no year 0, so it was year 1.
It was like the 14th. Well, yeah, because the first century was zeros, and the second century was the hundreds,
Right.
like 100. So we're like a year behind, like 100 years. But I don't fucking know.
When man starts making time and space and all that shit, we just fuck with our own heads. So that means, I guess, there's a century that just fucking is not going to be on the record books anymore.
I don't know. I didn't learn any of this shit in fucking school. Did you?
Some of it.
Yeah, you went to a fucking good school.
I went to a public high school.
Man, I did too. But where you went, like we discussed this a long time ago. Like what they taught you was like amazing. I was like so shocked when you were telling me the things. I'm like, I never heard of that fucking shit. Where the fuck you learned? You were like high school, and I'm like, you went to that school.
Teachers are brainwashed. Teachers
Nowadays,
are
they are.
brainwashed.
They don't teach you shit. But now you have to learn from a fucking computer screen.
Which is sad. Which is sad.
I hate
Absolutely
this.
sad.
I think they're up to something with that shit.
So
Giving you computers to bring into your home. So your kids are on the computer all day. You can't go to work because your kid's there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And what's going to happen?
They're recording you.
They're recording it. It's a school computer with camera. Has to have camera
And audio.
capability. And if you
Owned by
have
the government.
teenage sons and daughters, you know that they like to go to after they get out of school. They like to go over each other's house, do their homework together with this open laptop.
With the homework thing, though, I'm sorry to interrupt. I know where you're going with that, but I just want to
go
interject
ahead, do
here
your
with.
thing,
Do they have homework now?
they have online homework.
So it's after they sit in front of a fucking computer screen all day at home.
They have to sit.
They tell you to do some more
work.
fucking shit.
Homework that's got to get done.
I didn't believe in homework when I fucking went to school.
Well,
I'm like, if
I'm telling you,
I show up here for fucking 8 hours a motherfucking day,
they know.
and then you want me to go home and do some more shit? If you can't teach me in that amount of time, go fuck yourself.
They know when you logged on to the assignment. They know how long you've signed on to the assignment, and they know if you did anything correct or incorrect, even if you changed the answers to make
So,
it
like,
correction.
why are we, like, eventually, if this goes on for a few more years, which we might have to do because of this pandemic, and that's where they're going, like, it will cut funding for schools.
Oh, we'll cut funding for schools.
And you know what? That might cut taxes, except for they're going to use the taxes for something
somewhere
else. However, if they have that going on, people, all they need is babysitters.
Yeah.
To read a script.
Yeah.
Show a PowerPoint. All they need, all they have to do is hire substitute teachers.
Basically, as basic
Babysitters.
tutors.
Babysitters, not even tutors.
Well, I was watching the news sometime last week, and they were saying to make sure that the kids are doing their homework and actually getting the knowledge that was given to them, the wealthier towns, they're actually hiring tutors to come in a couple times a week to make sure they're actually getting it. Which is crazy, right? Because that's like one-on-one teaching.
But why would the towns shell up for that instead of actually paying the teachers a living wage and making sure the teachers do that for all the...
They don't want
Exactly,
to
but
do
they're
it.
spending. But now they're losing out. Like we don't have to fund the facilities
Right.
as much. Like so, there is so much extra fucking money going around if we're doing remote learning.
Right.
But they're still paying the teachers shit. And
And
then
you,
eventually, it's just going to be a video. They'll pay one guy to do it, and it'll be like say you get hired at a supermarket.
yeah,
You will
exactly.
watch a couple of videos, answer the questions,
Yep,
and that's what it's going to
that's what it's
be.
going to be. It's like a training
Yeah,
for a new job. You know, you watch
exactly. I was talking to
5 hour videos and
answer the questions.
You know, it like and what knowledge have you retained? There's gonna be a section like a test or like check your knowledge.
Hmm?
What do you do if
And
water spills on the floor? Some bullshit like that. Yeah, I
put up
get
a
you,
wet
brother.
floor sign and walk
Oh,
away
wait.
to get them up.
Yeah,
Alert your coworkers
yeah. It's
to
gonna
let
be
them
just
know.
like we're
That's what we're gonna get to, and like all that is brainwashing, and like the kids ain't gonna learn dick,
But this is a
but they're
part,
gonna comply,
This-
and they're gonna learn from computer screens. I don't like that shit, bro.
I don't like it either because
They don't have the interaction with the other kids.
they don't have
They need that.
they need it, but they'll have social anxiety because they're not out and about. They'll also won't date like
Mhm.
dating we have that nowadays.
Yeah, they won't know how to pick up.
They'll virtually date.
Yeah,
know
like
what
they
I mean?
won't know how to, like the art of courting is this. And it's all like anything's going to be taken out of context because it's all in type or
Right.
recorded. Like, and it's just like, well, that conversation that we had before wasn't recorded. Like, we need to. It's the death of
Yeah.
context. And it's basically they're just going to show you a bunch of videos. They're going to get your kids used to just being raised by a computer screen.
And you make a valid point there with that, because I now see them based on your societal, your ranking in society is the education you get. So limited as it is, there, this is the process of robotizing people.
Exactly. Like they're trying to eliminate teachers.
Yeah.
They're demonizing teachers who are worried about a pandemic, but at the same time, these teachers are worried about it because all over the news, the government's saying it's a huge pandemic. You can't go get groceries without a motherfucking mask. You can't go out to a restaurant without a mask. You have to stay 6 feet from somebody. So why would these teachers getting paid as low as they do? Why would they, without the appreciation,
Well-
why would they want to put themselves in a classroom with 30-something fucking kids? And what pisses me off is now they're trying to open up the classrooms and shit, right?
Yeah.
And say, all right, we're going to cut the class size and put 2 extra teachers. Like, where the fuck was the money before that?
Before that.
Where the fuck were the books when I was in school? When I went to school,
Every year there's fucking something, isn't there?
fucking, there was one year I was a couple days late because I was still at summer camp. You know how that go?
Yeah.
I was at summer camp, so I didn't get the best of the best with the books when I came back. The
Yeah, you
book I
got the
fucking got,
leftovers.
the book I
bindings
got,
falling apart.
that shit was all missing pages and
Pages,
shit.
yeah.
He was like, "Oh, I'll get you another one," and then it was the thickest book because it was English book. And then I stopped bringing that shit to class because why the fuck am I carrying around this big ass book
You know-
when Macbeth ain't in it?
I know what Satan.
My mom went out and got me a fucking copy of Macbeth. It was
Well,
thin.
$10.
Not even.
Yeah.
But she gave me that. And then, but it didn't line up to what was in the book because
Yeah,
it's a
yeah,
school
that's
book. It's
yeah.
bullshit. Then teacher calls on me to motherfucking read. I'm like, well, I don't have my book. As you can see, we're in a circle here. I don't have my book. So why the fuck would you call on me to read?
Or you could
Just to be a dick.
yeah. Man, see,
But they didn't
It's-
have money for books.
it's all a lot of
In
people.
oversized
don't-
classrooms. That's what I was getting.
all-
Oversized classrooms.
All this is for the ultimate, so they can set up their robots, pigeonhole you at a very young age now,
Yeah.
and send you off to where you need to be part of the industry, part of the machine,
Mm-hmm.
and you are not going to have the opportunity to
Comply
move.
or die.
Yeah, you would not have the opportunity to move forward. Great movie if anybody wants to watch it. Bicentennial Man with Robin Williams.
He's in that.
Yeah, he's in that. Great
I'm familiar
movie.
with that. I have not seen it though.
Yeah.
I know the name. I'll check it out.
Excellent movie.
I'll check it out and I'll
Excellent movie.
discuss it with you next week.
Yeah, there's it's crazy shit in that, but you have to parallel it to today's society. So.
Yeah, like shit, 1984.
Oh, the movie 1984.
That's what it is.
It is. Yeah.
This is 1984.
Yeah.
Snitching on your neighbors because they have 5 people at a fucking barbecue.
Hey.
Like what the fuck? The same people that would calling the neighbors for having a fucking barbecue. Like, why? Because you weren't invited to the fucking barbecue? So what? If you weren't invited to the barbecue, then you're not going to be infected by anybody.
Right. If you're not, stop being
Keep your
nosy.
distance for your neighbors. Obviously, they want a distance from you because you weren't fucking invited.
Right.
So, like, mind your own fucking business.
Yeah, you know.
Like, it's like the Red Scare.
If you're close friends and family, do you wear a mask in your own house?
I did when I first came here.
Oh.
We won't get into the details, but afterwards, just to make sure.
Well, I'm going to tell you
out of courtesy.
Right now,
I wasn't worried about it though.
A friend of mine that I live with, she actually caught the corona. She quarantined herself, but she was walking about the house, you know.
Did you still make her clean the toilet though?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I wouldn't clean it.
Oh no.
Corona toilet.
Yeah. So she sprayed all that stuff down, bleached it down. I showered, washed my hands, sanitized my hand, and right now I don't think I could even get the corona. Where I work, I'm around people with the corona all day and shit. I think somehow I have an immunity towards it.
Some people can, and it does affect different people in different ways.
Oh,
like
I'm not calling it like by any stretch of the means like this is a serious issue here. So I'm not downplaying it. If anyone's out there,
it is pretty. I think they hit 1 million worldwide this week. And you know what?
No, for worldwide deaths, yes, hit 1 million. The U.S. has 7 million confirmed with the coronavirus.
And that is just because they do have the rapid testing.
Yeah.
And
well, if you don't test, the numbers are low. And
and you know what? He's right, but he shouldn't have said that shit. like you fucking you fucking moron. Am I allowed to say that still? But you're not like he's not supposed to say that shit, but he just doesn't give a fuck.
Give a shit.
But, I'm not defending him at all, but
like on the debates last night.
He is. Oh yeah. I missed that.
They asked him to say that if you are not for anti-Semitic people and for KKKs, whatever, would you denounce them today? Right on air. Right on air. And he comes up with, well, what kind of people are you talking about? Are you talking about people that and then he starts getting fuming. You know how Trump gets when he's perturbed.
Idiot, yeah. So
he says completely, and I'm not going to quote this because I can't remember it in the actual quote.
Yeah, will you tell me what you saw, and then I'll tell you what I read.
So
keep
he
going.
basically
I know
says,
what you're talking about, though.
He basically says, stand down, fellas. Stand down, boys.
Stand down and then stand by.
And stand by.
Did he really fucking say that?
Stand down and stand by.
What was the question? What was the question asked?
The question asked was, do you, for anti-Semites and KKK supremacists...
Did they name specific groups other than the KKK?
Supremacy groups.
Because the articles I read... I actually just read the headlines and
it was pretty broad.
Well, they said they mentioned the Proud Boys. Was that mentioned in that at all?
Yes.
Okay, so people are saying he was referring to the Proud
Boys. No, he was referring to his cronies. So,
fuck it, he already got 4 years. So it's I don't have.
Yeah, might as well.
You already called me racist. Might as well.
Yeah.
Speak to the people that will vote for me.
Any American president would denounce that right away. Except Number 45.
You know, there's good people on both. That dude's fucking retired. Like he's a fucking idiot, dude. But like he's an old rich white man. Like what the fuck? Like I don't know. Like you have to be 35 or 30.
For
How old do you have to be the president? It's like 30,
40, 42.
No, 30 something.
Is it 30 something?
Yeah, if it's 33, then we know it's some Masonic bullshit. But let me look it up.
I thought it had to be 40, at least 40.
Nah, Kennedy was young.
Oh yeah, he was the first youngest
He was the
president.
youngest.
30, 37.
Yeah,
So
that's
it's probably
why.
35.
And since then, who have we elected? Mostly old ass motherfuckers.
Yeah, mostly old Caucasian white males. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. He was too young. Like I think we need like an age cap on that, and Congress and senators. Like
Listen, they
fucking
just
he's been in power
7 years.
like there's checks and balances, but like behind the scenes, like the president gets checked. But what about the people behind the scenes making the laws, enforcing the law? It's the same people, and they get old as fuck. Like,
Yeah.
I think there should be an age limit.
There should be a term limit on senators, a term limit on congressmen, and honestly, the lifetime as a Supreme Court judge, I think that should be cut to like.
Well,
I think that should be cut for at least to 20 years. So that's a generation's worth.
well, 20 years is actually fair.
Yeah.
Actually, that is fair because I was thinking about the Supreme Court
It has to.
justices. They're the best of the best at what they do. So
But
and they have
times
the
change.
experience. Well,
Yeah.
yeah, but they have the experience in you know, if they are as honest.
As they claim to be.
Well, yeah, and you know, if we impartial, you
Oh,
know,
yeah,
that's the most
impartial,
important thing
yeah.
about judges. But you know, I think 20 years is fair. I think maybe, to be honest with you, like you're talking about times change, I'd say maybe like, why not 4 years? Why can the
Well,
president?
That's a generational.
But they can also be reelected. Like they should be elected, not appointed.
Point. Yeah.
That's the
Well,
problem.
that's the thing. That's why Trump wants to put in his electee in now before election day.
Oh,
So the American people don't have a chance to even like rally up and vote.
I don't know, like Supreme Court, you know, they made some good decisions. They fucked up a couple too, but that's what they try to get the best of the best in there. But you know what? They have to be held accountable for the decisions that they botched. You know what I mean?
Right.
If the majority of the people don't agree with their decisions, you know, they should have an opportunity to vote them out. Like, I think every 4 years is fair
And here's the thing.
for all elected officials.
I think that there are just so many laws that to have someone knowledgeable enough there at all times to coach and to, you know, get
Actually
help
understand it.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's why I say 20 years is enough.
Uh-huh.
But
But times
Trump
change
brought
and they get older.
a good point here, a valid point, and I never sided with this man. He did say that he filled 128 positions in judges, right?
He did that?
Yeah, federal judges that Obama never filled. So it was
So that's 128 people that are going to be covering his ass.
So that's why he's emplacing all these federal judges.
Yeah,
and
and
it's hey, well, I got you a great job.
yeah, it's always one hand washes
Washes
the other, and that's what politics is. That's
Right.
why there needs to be like terms on this. It's
Oh,
like
absolutely.
It's not like the president can make every decision. It's checks and balances.
Right.
And the people voting on it, we're not voting on this. It's the people with the checks and
Balances.
within the checks and balances system
Right.
that are voting on it. And we're like, oh yeah, we elected him. I'm like, who? Who elected him?
Yeah.
Who voted for that? Like, a dude's like 300 years old. He has been in, you know what I mean? Like, he's senators and all that. Like, they're like
So
oh, it's there.
my question to you is: do you believe he's an alien?
Who?
Trump.
Trump?
Yeah.
He ain't no motherfucking alien.
He ain't no alien?
No. Elon Musk might be an alien from Venus. But if anything, if you think he's up to something, you think alien. Definitely not alien. Like he's like a native New Yorker. For real. He come on, like check out the 80s, dog. Like him and his family, like he was on Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Well,
Like everybody loved him in the 80s, 90s.
well, yeah, he couldn't be an alien because he had
People
he
only
had Epstein
started
around
hating him when he got old and didn't care about being publicly racist. For real. People did not hate him until he started
'cause he
talking
was-
shit about, let me see your fucking birth certificate.
Yeah, yeah, and remember the rappers had him in a couple videos and
Yeah.
shit? So
He was on the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
yeah. That's true. He also was in what was it, Home Alone? One of Home Alones?
Home Alone 2?
Yeah, Home Alone too.
But, like, if anything, I think he's a time traveler.
To what time?
Peep this shit, right? Going back to Tesla.
Mm-hmm.
The real
Tesla.
Mhm.
The father of well, I shouldn't say of electricity, but
You
the
say
real
that shit,
Tesla.
they'll snipe you out.
Yeah.
Ben
It-
Franklin
it's
invented electricity. Thomas Edison
bullshit.
invented the light bulb and stole all Tesla's patents, but we won't get into that.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
But-
Ben Franklin gets too much fucking credit for everything he does.
He doesn't get enough credit for
Oh, what?
being a fucking pimp, man. That motherfucker used to go out to France and shit. He's like, oh, I'm the ambassador of France. He used to just
He
like,
just slinging dick.
oh, he invented the French whore, I think.
He was
Like, I
slinging
think the
dick.
phrase, you know how he's always known for his, what do they call them, idioms?
Idioms, yeah.
Penny saved is a penny earned.
Yeah.
Early to bed, early to
rise.
rise, makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise. Because he had that newspaper and he
Yeah.
put all those things out.
Yeah, the newspaper, he started
You know,
the
you know what?
the
Who does not get
Postal
enough?
Service.
You know who doesn't have enough credit
Who?
for this one phrase?
What?
I think his wife started this one phrase, and nobody gives her credit for it.
What's that? What's that?
Coming home smelling like a French whore.
Oh!
You know the phrase. We've all been accused of it.
Yeah,
We've all been accused of it. But I'm telling you, I think if we look into it, I'm pretty sure Ben Franklin's wife came up with that.
Shit.
She had to have.
Well, yeah, she had to know him. He was.
She probably did all that other shit too while he was.
Well, while he was out getting some poontang, you know, she was home getting you know what I'm saying? She had dick appointments, man.
Did she make the kite? Who made the kites back in the day? Because we weren't fucking with the Chinese back then.
I thought the little kids would make the kites. I thought he actually sent his son up there while it was a rainstorm.
For real, it wasn't even him.
I think the little kid was just out there in a rainstorm, didn't know no better, and
And he took credit?
and yeah, Ben Franklin tied a key around it because he knew it was raining and lightning.
He was tired of the
didn't-
kid
yeah,
shit.
he didn't want
Well,
to.
he had a wire too.
Yeah, he didn't want to get fucked up.
All right.
I mean, it only
But,
makes sense. He was sick and tired of paying for other kids in France, so
They didn't have
that's
child
what I
support
was
back then.
always told. That's the hood version of it.
They didn't have child support back then.
Well, he's
But-
sending his money to his mistresses.
All right. I got a little sidetracked there, my bad.
All right.
But
We always get sidetracked.
that whole coming home and smelling like a French whore thing, I think Ben Franklin's wife invented that. And we need to look into this, and we need to get her
need to look into who created that saying. That's some
women's
research.
rights. You know, I'm all about giving women credit for things that men previously took credit for in the past. And that's what we need to do. We need to lift up our women.
And that was brought up too on the debates.
What?
How if Trump stays again in office, he's going to try to overturn Roe versus Wade. So, I mean, that's because he's pro-choice, he's pro-life.
Well, it's just because it doesn't affect Biden because
He's shooting nut dust.
well, I was saying he likes kids.
Oh wow!
Allegedly.
You know, hey, one says grab him by the.
I get all my information by memes.
One says grab him by the pussy, the other one says stick a finger in the ass.
Is Biden a Catholic? I want to
I
know
don't know.
what we really need to know. Whoever was running that debate, did they ask if Joe Biden used to be a scout leader?
No, that was not one of the questions.
That was not brought up.
That was not brought up. I think they had to push that on the rug.
The fact that it wasn't brought up makes me suspicious about. Maybe he might have been. But what I was getting at before, after I said horrible things about people, that it was all speculation, probably not true. It's for entertainment purposes only. Yeah, I was supposed to come up with a disclaimer and shit, but whatever. They had Tesla.
Tesla.
When he died,
he died in a mysterious hotel incident, didn't he?
That's what they think, but it could have been a car accident too.
Oh,
but yeah, we'll get into that, like if it was mysterious and whatnot. But he was big into time travel and shit.
He was.
He had theories, and he's a smart motherfucker. And if anybody could do it, was him. Because to be honest with you, I say Elon Musk might be an alien. Just speculation. But I think Tesla might have been too. And
I think so too.
And I think he might have figured out some time travel shit because the government came and collected all his files when he died. You know who was in charge, supposedly, from what I heard, collecting all his files?
Who?
Trump's uncle.
Get the fuck out of here. Ah.
And peep this. If this is correct, probably not, but who knows? It's fun to think about. They collect up all his files. If your job was to collect a bunch of files from some guy who might know fucking time travel, would you give your boss the files on time travel?
So you know what?
Or would you hold on to them?
So
I'm asking. Your boss was like, "Yo, D, you got to go over there and pick up a bunch of fucking. This guy might have been an alien. We might have killed him in a car crash. We don't know. But either way, go collect up all his files. We'll look at them later. Some of them might have time travel. Are you going to look through that shit and be like...
Of course I'm going to look through it. And I'll keep them.
Exactly. It's like sometimes you drop an extra $5 in your pocket.
Yeah, I'll
work in the register.
You know what you just reminded me of? Because last night I couldn't sleep for shit, right? So, this is just, a thought of mine. What if they had the first president of the United States government to say, hey, I will tell you only one thing about the Roswell incident. He'd actually open up all the documents, but this is how you have to do it. You have to, and it's only going to be like 100 people. You sign, enroll with your license, your last four of your social security number, which is linked to your license, your current address.
What's this for?
For the true Roswell,
to get
the actual file. But there's only going to be 100 people selected, right?
It's Freedom of Information Act. We have the right to know.
Well, only 100 people will be selected, but
they will kill you if you say the wrong thing.
It'll only be available from midnight to 8 for 3 days, and you can't, it's broadcast in the segments, so you can't skip through, and it's like one of those things at the library or whatever, you have to read, it's like time, so you can't flip pages or anything, it'll lock you out.
You think they should do that?
I think they should do that.
Why?
So only 100 people will know. Then the entire world would know, but everybody should have it,
But then those 100 people could come up with a different story, agree on it, and then sell that same story. Like they could each sell a different story. But no, freedom of information, man. And they make that really hard. Like to pull up files like that, you have to pay a shitload of money, and they give you the fucking runaround for the Freedom of Information Act.
But the Freedom of Information Act, I think, isn't really.
It's bullshit.
It's
because it's government classified bullshit.
Yeah, it's government classified, and depending on the government classification, you can't.
Yeah.
The layman can't get it.
Yeah, that's why I'm surprised Bob Lazar's still kicking.
Shit, Bob Lazar.
I believe every word that motherfucker says.
I want to pick his brain. pick his brain. If I could just have a month with his brain and the shit that he knows, my God. He met the Greys basically. He said that there was one little alien species of some unknown form that was still walking around and talking and shit.
They kept him and then they made a deal with him.
Yeah, they kept him and they called him. They even had a pet name for him. Yeah, they called him something. They had a pet name for him.
Yeah.
And then one was dead. So
wasn't it that they like were able to communicate telepathically?
Yeah.
It's that third eye shit, bro.
Yeah.
But going back to where we were with the Tesla time travel documents. Trump's uncle was in charge of that shit. Government don't know nothing about no time travel, allegedly.
Really?
And his uncle supposedly was in charge of that. When you pass that shit on to your nephew?
Yeah.
And then what's the book about Barron Trump? There's several books about Barron Trump. They look just like that motherfucker.
Sure did.
And then one of the books is named The Last President. Like, looking at that shit, like, it's fucking weird.
And this whole COVID,
and the fact that his uncle, that's what I'm just saying, like, the fact that his uncle was in charge of, like, his family was in charge of collecting time travel fucking documentation from Tesla. Tesla was a fucking
genius.
Like,
yeah, he was a genius.
He was amazing. Like, he didn't even give a fuck. He was just like an eccentric fucking. He just wanted. He did it for the passion of it. Like, he let fucking Edison fuck him over. Edison was a piece of shit. That dude never invented nothing. Everybody says Edison invented the fucking light bulb. You know who invented the light bulb? A black man.
Was it?
Pretty sure. I saw a meme.
I know we invented some peanut butter and the first stoplight.
Yeah, but in all seriousness, that motherfucker worked at the patent office and was just a fucking scumbag piece of shit stealing people's ideas.
Stealing ideas and patent.
He didn't invent shit. He just had money from being who he was and stole other people's ideas and worked them out enough. And he worked at the patent office, so he fucked them over.
Wow. Yeah, that's all he did.
That's all Edison did. Edison was a piece of shit scumbag. He can go fuck himself. I'll dig him up and fuck him right now in the face. It's not gay because it's just a skull, so it'd just be like...
Skull fucking?
in the eye hole.
Oh, yeah, because you don't want no teeth. You don't want no teeth.
He probably didn't even have teeth.
Oh, they had wooden teeth back then, didn't they?
You gonna bring up that shit. George Washington had wooden teeth, right? That's where that comes from, right?
Yeah.
That's not a thing.
I know it's not a thing.
George Washington did not have wooden teeth. And he was a lying motherfucker.
What?
Oh, wait. No, that was... Who was the one that chopped down that was him, the cherry tree?
Cherry tree? Yeah, he didn't tell me.
I can't tell a lie.
Yeah.
That story's bullshit, too.
Yeah. It's a damn shame.
Yeah, and we're just finding this shit out. What year did that happen? It was like 1770 what?
Oh.
It was...
We didn't become a country until 1775. So,
76 officially.
So,
but
76 officially, yes.
So George Washington, when he was a kid, because he was old.
He was old,
and that happened too. Because he was a general
he
too.
He didn't want to be the first president.
Yeah,
he did not want it. He didn't want it at all.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, pick somebody else. I don't want to fucking run this place.
It's like Martha's gonna put doilies in the fucking White House.
Oh, right. I got stuck with this lady all my life.
Yeah, but like the whole thing, like, wait, it was him with the cherry tree. Right?
Yeah, George Washington chopped down the cherry tree.
Who's the one that can't tell a lie? That's Honest Abe.
Honest Abe.
Didn't Honest Abe cut down the cherry tree too?
So
did he cut down a tree?
He did cut down a tree.
So what's the deal with Washington and the cherry tree?
I don't know.
What happened with that?
I don't know. That's like
Hold on.
childhood shit.
Now I'm confused. See, that's how they confuse you. They build up these real people to be fucking mythological creatures.
But,
You know, and now we actually have access to all the knowledge now. So now we find out that everything about our country has been a lie.
do you know that Abraham Lincoln, and I didn't even know this, and I study that guy, but I should do more studying. Abraham Lincoln, right before the Civil War started, he ordered, I think it was 600 Native Americans to be hung.
I believe it.
To be hung.
I didn't hear that,
And
but
he also had slaves of his own.
yeah, like
So,
he is he's been quoted allegedly. I didn't check my sources. All my sources are iffy. I haven't researched this, but I'm just saying, like, it's been said that if he could have done the war with keeping things the way they were,
sure, yeah.
getting that free work and shit,
Oh.
he would have.
Well,
Like, he did not consider black people as people. He was racist as everybody was in
And-
those days. And the only reason why he freed the slaves
Yeah.
is so he would have backup down south.
right, and to also
Because shit was going bad.
know that people would rise against the people that enslaved them. So that he played on that
Exactly.
and that's how they got.
And
'Cause the
everything,
Union was losing
yeah,
left and right.
everything that they teach you in school, they say the Civil War was fought about slavery.
It wasn't about.
It was
slavery.
not about slavery one fucking
Fucking
bit. It was just he had a dream one day. Fucking Martha probably told him. Wait, no. What was his wife? Oh, he had that ugly bitch.
Little bitch, yeah.
What was her name?
I don't remember.
Oh, who's that? Oh, his wife is like, oh man,
Ugly.
imagine being the president that fucking freed the slaves, right? And all they know about your wife is that she was ugly as fuck.
Fuck, yeah.
What the fuck was her name? You don't know?
No, I don't
But
know.
like, but they teach you in school that Civil War was about slavery. It had nothing to do with slavery. It had something to do with states' rights
Rights.
in the federal government. So if you think about it, at the end of the day, like, states should have the
Yeah,
rights, but the federal government, they want to. Once they do that, and that's another step to the New World Order. And that's why some states you can smoke weed, some states you can't. But at the end of the day, the federal government can still run up in the fucking dispensaries and kill everyone
everything.
and take it all.
Well, that's because
But
Uncle Sam supposedly.
was it Mary?
Yeah, I think it was
Lincoln.
Mary.
Mary something.
Mary something. Mary Abraham.
Her beard was almost as
Mary
tall as his.
Lincoln. It was Mary Lincoln. I wonder. What if that was Abraham
Mary
Lincoln?
Todd Lincoln.
Mary Todd Lincoln. I wonder if that was.
She was like infamously known for being ugly as fuck. Let's see if she's ugly as they say.
I wonder if that was Abraham Lincoln.
Did they have
just in drag?
Actually, he's uglier than she is. That's why he grew the beard. And how tall was that motherfucker? How tall was
like
Abe Lincoln?
6'6".
That's what they say, but like, all right. But look,
Are we
She
talking
is-
after he lost his head or before?
but either way, like she ain't as ugly as they say. Like,
But I bet
where
you-
did this start? And the fact that the man who freed the slaves, they're still gonna talk shit about his wife hundreds of years later, and like legit, she ain't
Listen,
as ugly as they say.
I think.
Are these actual photographs or are these drawings? Did they have cameras back then?
Yes, they had cameras.
So this is a real thing?
Yeah, it's a real
Wait.
thing. So,
Wait, hold up.
Mary Todd Lincoln, right? So imagine this. He had to grow the beard to match her bush.
Maybe he got it from her.
So then he
It
could,
was kind of like, maybe it wasn't even a beard, it was just like spores. He went down on her and like spores from like mushrooms. That's what grew the beard. But there's a new book exploring whether Abraham Lincoln was gay.
Oh shit! See, why are they trying to blasphemize people now?
Why? I think it's just because they're making fun of his wife for being ugly, but like she's like infamously known for being ugly. But if that's a real picture, like That ain't bad at all.
I mean, for what he could
Like,
pull
she
off.
ain't, you
For what he could pull
know,
off.
without a few beers, I probably wouldn't. But he's the president, so she must have been cool at least.
Back then, man, they were prudes.
What the fuck? I swear to God, I just hit back. I must have clicked on something because right now coming up in my, it says, Doc Sound bobblehead history. All I did was click on a picture of fucking
Bobblehead history.
Mary, what's her name?
Todd Lincoln.
Todd Lincoln? Why she got
Lincoln.
Todd? Was she like a... Did they have kids?
No.
Now
No.
I think...
Was
Okay.
she one of those?
And then we go back to
The
that
alphabet
article that
people?
just popped up out of nowhere saying Abe Lincoln might have been gay. Did they have kids?
No.
Anyone watching, did Abraham Lincoln have kids?
No.
How old was he when they got him?
Oh, he died. I want to say he was 49.
Yeah. But like, you have to be 35 to be president.
Yeah, 35 minimum. So
Yeah. I think they need to lower that age and put a minimum on it.
he was 6'4".
Or maximum, that's what I mean.
He was 6'4". I said 6'6".
Oh, shit. Okay.
What is it? Born February 1809. Died 18... Hold on. Mary Todd was born 1842. Oh, he got them young. Uh-huh.
But
What is his day of death?
was she born a man?
She could have been a...
Not that there's anything wrong
no,
with that.
no,
In
no,
those
no.
days, bro.
We accept all the LGBTQs.
Yeah, but like there was like a whole thing about whether Abe Lincoln was gay, and now I'm just like, is that why they're bastardizing his wife? Like they talk mad shit about her, like as being like ugly as fuck. Like she is the most infamous,
So this leads me
ugliest first lady ever. But I've seen plenty of first ladies that were ugly as fuck.
The LGBT
We've only had a few that were.
the LGBTQ people.
Hmm.
Do they accept,
But
the ones that got both?
of course,
So why ain't there no H in there? Listen, I gotta call you guys.
there
Why-
might be one.
Why don't they have an H in there? Are they prejudiced of the H
No,
people?
it just might be a different group.
They don't like the H group?
Well, the fact that they're an H, they're part of all that.
Well,
So it
no.
includes them.
It says LGBT.
Yeah, but no matter what they do,
LGBTQ.
but if they're the H, they have, no matter what, they're included in all of those things. Because it's both.
Then
They're
why-
all inclusive.
So why shouldn't H be first?
Because there's already too many letters. I don't fucking know. It's fucking redundant. I don't know. I'm not sure about that, but
Please, can we get some insight on that?
yeah, I'm not sure about that, but I think I don't know, but
I just see him as
was Mary
girl,
Todd a man?
or was she a hermaphrodite?
I don't know.
That's basically what I was leading to.
Was her dad a Vietnam vet?
No, Vietnam didn't happen until like 1968.
Yeah, but at the same time, Trump's uncle's in charge of time travel, allegedly.
I don't think Agent Orange went back that far. Are you saying that she could have been affected by Agent Orange through time travel?
No, I'm saying time travel. Don't question what I say. Don't analyze. Make me think about
Hey,
what
someone's
I
got to make you think about it, brother.
Nah.
'Cause
But yeah, like
if time
I don't
travel
know.
was possible, what would be the thing that you want to go back in time and change? Nothing about you personally, just historically.
Oof, that's too much, man. Like, because think about this.
3 things.
Think about this though. You're one person. You know what I mean? What about? Okay. Think about somebody in the future. Come back today, right? Like one of our, say we have some offspring or something. They come back today, and they come to what they know. They're like, oh, let me go talk to my dad. Let me go talk to my uncle, right?
Yeah.
We will change the world, right? But
But that's what it's supposed to be for.
yeah, but the whole thing is somebody from the future comes to tell me about some shit, right?
Yeah.
So we can change it, right?
Absolutely. That's what you're supposed to do.
What we're doing right now is exposing everything, and I'll tell everybody what's about to happen because I research and stuff like that. So if somebody comes to me from the motherfucking future trying to change it, they just wasted their fucking trip because ain't nobody gonna fucking listen to me.
Oh, they'd be locked up in a loony bin.
Yeah, so when it comes to time travel, like, you know, it's
Alright.
not like you'd be like, oh my god, I'd like to go back in time and kill Hitler. But what the fuck about your time machine makes you think that you would have access to him? And who do you know down there? You got connects in 1943?
Hell no.
You ain't got no connects out there?
Hell no.
Alright, so when you time travel, are you going to time travel in the exact same spot that your time machine's in?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll give you a time machine right now. Jump in that fucking box. That's your time machine. Hear me out. Hear me out, right? Jump in that motherfucking box. Time travel.
If I could fit in it.
To 1943.
1943, right here.
And your mission is to kill Hitler. Alright?
No.
To stop World War... We'll just say stop the Holocaust. So you're going to jump in that box, and it's going to be 1940-something.
Yeah, 1941,
All right.
1942.
So you're going to
I'd have to enlist.
go through the...
So that means I have to be younger me.
No, you would fucking end up right here, but this house ain't going to be, like...
Yeah, it'd be
You'll
an
wake up
empty
in the
field.
fucking nudes. Oh, the news?
No.
Nudes? Saying fucking... How come he couldn't travel with clothes? But he's a robot.
I'd
That's
say
not genetic material.
Yeah.
But either way, you're going to end up right here. So, are you going to have time to make all those connections to find your way to Hitler? Like, do you really think you'd be able to find your way to Hitler?
All right. So, for example,
You don't know who you're going to call. Like, they don't have cell phones and shit.
if I wanted to travel to, when were the British coming? 1774.
Yeah, around there.
So if I took my time machine and went to Bunker Hill and saw,
Got your GED.
saw,
Isn't that what they do?
you know what? I was actually gonna make a joke about that, right?
My bad.
I was gonna say that, you know, a lot of schools, all colleges and universities have just that percentage that they have to push through. So don't feel bad, my friend. You've got a college degree and a high school education. Anyway, so no, go to Bunker Hill and even warn.
What are you
Paul
going to do? You going to
Revere
take the train there? Ain't no train over there.
No.
You're right here. You are right here.
No,
How the fuck
if
are you
I-
going to get there?
If I took my box into present day Boston.
No, the box is going to be here. Right here, right now.
Oh, then
How you going to get to Boston?
I have to walk.
You think somebody's going to give you a ride
No, hell no.
in the
Don't
1940s?
walk from here to Boston ain't that bad.
By the time you get there, the fucking war's over.
It's 13 miles away. That's an easy stroll.
I don't know, nowadays, it's easy for a black man to walk through this neighborhood.
Well,
Back in those days, probably
probably
not.
Yeah, because even Crispus Attucks met it.
But I'm just saying, like, everybody talks about time travel, like, oh, I'd go kill Hitler. But, like, how would you have access
No, it
to
wasn't
it?
even Crispus Attucks the first one. It was somebody else.
What was that? It was that had something to do with the Boston Massacre,
No.
right?
Yeah, the Boston Massacre.
Some old bullshit. But, you know what I mean? Like, how would you do it? It's kind of like somebody from the future right now.
Yeah, I gotta
Like,
put more thought into that.
I'm just saying, like, it's 2020 now, but, like, somebody from the future that figured out time travel, they just showed up and be like, I'm here to stop Trump. And I'm like, all right, good luck.
So what if you don't travel
Go
into
protest.
the past, you travel into the future?
Then we'd get the almanac and come back. Isn't that how we do it?
Running bets all day.
I don't want to go in the past. Like, fuck that shit.
Yeah, we just.
That's all I want to know the future.
We time travel.
We gonna make the spread next week?
In the future for 15 years.
Get a fucking almanac.
Shit.
Oh, somebody that says Army says, imagine how far the planet moves in the universe in a week. Yeah. Oh, actually, I think you're making a good point there, Mr. Army.
Yeah.
So, if you ended up in, I think that's what he's getting at. If you took that box, if that box was right here, and you ended up in that same exact spot, they would have to probably, yeah.
Time travel.
Yeah, that's what he says. Time travel actually requires movement on X, Y, Z. So you would have to fill out those calculations.
Yes.
So you're right. But we're not the ones figuring out the time travel. We're just the ones with the box. But you make a really good point.
That's a very good point.
Yeah. So actually, you know what we could do? Wait for the particular year that in the orbit that Nazi Germany would be right here, and then you could go back and then end up in Hitler's living room.
Yeah. See, a black man in history's his living room is definitely a big no-no.
I don't know, like, he used to fuck with amphetamines and shit. He seems like a fucking cuck. You seen his haircut, right?
Yeah.
Like, you get the cuck haircut, like, and you see all those fucking, you know, those little goofy ass fucking Proud Boy looking motherfuckers, like, these dudes look at no pussy. So you know goddamn well, if you showed up...
I shouldn't travel back in time, I'll travel forward in time.
Yeah, because, was it Louis C.K.?
Louis C.K. did a few things now. We gotta be careful.
No, we're talking about his thoughts on time travel.
Yeah.
Remember a while back he said it's great being a white man because any time in history you can go back and everything would be cool. So like if he was, I'm just saying like, black man was top cop in Toronto in the 1850s. I did not know that.
Oh wow,
that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Did Canada have slaves, or was that just like an American thing?
No.
Are you from Canada, Army? But yeah, Louis C.K. He's like, that's like the man. If you went back, you go back too far, it's trouble. Like you can't even go back 50 years.
I can't even go back 50 years. I'll be beaten down and robbed and shit, messing with all these Caucasian girls. You know, I'll be dead. Mm-hmm. Hey, speaking of Toronto, I was reading, I was listening to a podcast rather, and they say that...
Which podcast?
It was one of the killer podcasts, whatever. Yeah, they call, just like the Australians do, the native people, they call them the Aborigine.
Where's that?
In Canada.
Okay.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, they call them Aborigines.
Is that true, Army?
Call them the Aborigines.
I never heard that other than in, I thought they was specific to Australia.
No, the Aborigines, yeah.
But Army says Canada had slaves, but before it was Canada, what was it before Canada? Just like free range with like the native peoples and stuff? They teach us American history in school, but it's all bullshit what they teach us. That's why I'm interested in learning about Canada, our closest neighbor.
Not now. They go by
indigenous.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, thank you, Army. Yeah. I appreciate that.
The indigenous.
That's awesome.
People. Yeah. And I think prior to Canada's actually being a country, it was basically a province of France.
But they still fuck with the crown up there. It doesn't like the
a lot of Muslims move up there.
Well, I'm saying the crown.
The crown.
The English crown still owns like some stake in it. That's why, like, when they banished their pedophiles on there.
Yeah, they still own some islands.
Oh wait, no, that wasn't. It wasn't the pedophile that went to Canada. It was the one that married the black chick.
Which one was that?
Oh. I don't follow those.
Man, it figures all y'all take them away.
Prince Andrew's the one that allegedly likes kids. What's the one that Markle? What's her name? Meghan Markle?
Meghan Markle?
She used to be on like Nickelodeon shit. Oh, thanks Grippy Chafingas.
Fingers.
We getting follows all day.
All
They're all
right.
named Grippy.
What's going on,
Fingers.
everybody?
But all right. Can you hear that chime?
I can hear the chime.
Keeps going.
Nah, France, England made a deal to share after 1812. While we were going through our
France and England. Okay.
through our War of 1812. Wow, crazy how
Oh, wait a minute. 1867.
that.
Okay, wow.
Yeah, established.
So was that like not like a country? It was just like territories, like kind of like the colonies. All right. Can somebody murder Grippy Chafingas? Because that's getting fucking annoying. We get it.
Grip your fingers. You're good, brother. You don't have to keep clicking on it.
But yeah, I didn't know that. 1867. That's pretty cool. We're learning things
Yeah,
today.
we learn things. You know, but that's the Battle of 1812. I think that's the only time France actually helped us out, really.
Well, they had to because we helped them out with
They're
they helped with ours and we helped with them.
yeah.
But the whole thing. What do you mean? No. Really? You could have done this like an hour ago.
Hey, some people just like to be noticed.
But
I guess.
it's throwing me off.
Yeah,
Keep talking.
I mean,
Go ahead. Let me figure it out.
so what was the topic of conversation? Okay.
We're talking about like Canada and
I feel like I've been smoking weed and I haven't smoked weed in like a long time. Did you know how much was
Canada.
natives?
No, we did not know that. If you want to intrigue us,
Yeah.
please let us know because I gotta find a way to get rid of fucking Grippy there.
Because did that
He's
actually
annoying the shit out of me.
did that actually start the
Audio's
French
still good.
the French Indian War? I forget my history about that. I didn't know if the French Indian War was designed to kick out the Indians or the Indians from North America.
I don't know if he's doing that on purpose or what. Hold on a sec.
Yeah,
I gotta find a way to fucking block
I'm
this.
kind of
dude.
distracted here, Army. So I take it that you're in the Army. Who?
I'm not sure if the audio is still going. Just give me a second.
Yeah.
This fucking. I don't know if it's a glitch or.
Don't even see him on the list.
I have to go to followers.
Sorry, Army, we're having some technical difficulties here, brother. But, yeah. No, I don't know how worse. Only microphone audio is being... I don't know, we're just gonna have to somehow ignore that.
Keep going.
No, that's a PS4 name.
He's a carpenter.
Oh, he's a carpenter. Alright.
We were having a discussion about carpenters earlier. And that's why I was like a little bit confused about the Bible story about Jesus. Because Jesus was a carpenter. But
Yeah,
maybe it's different in Canada, but I've never met a Jewish carpenter.
Oh, man.
I'm not saying it's a bad thing or anything. I haven't.
So, I'm not sure how fond on the Anunnaki... if you're...
How we get to Anunnaki from how bad the...
Well, yeah, I want the gentleman to tell me how bad, how much worse it the what do they call it? Indigenous people of Canada had it worse than the native people of America.
Yeah.
So in comparison, I'd definitely like to know. You'll have to look into Canada racism. I'm getting.
You're getting censored.
Okay.
Oh shit! Are you commenting on YouTube or is it PlayStation? Like, how are you guys? I'll check the video. Check the comments. Sometimes they say things.
We had.
Oh, read it out loud.
Okay. Bounty of them, starved them, killed
Nope.
them.
Say it out loud.
Oh, I was,
Not to yourself.
we had a bounty on them, starved them, killed them. Wow.
Yeah, we had it here too.
We didn't have a bounty.
Oh,
Um, we were, I think we were just basically shooting them for their territory, brother, and it was vicious. Um, the Trail of Tears. There were many Trail of Tears in the South where U.S. soldiers, or should I say at that time, um, colonial soldiers, would literally leave the poor and deprived and what have you there and let them just die and disease infested. I swear it was a bizarre ending.
bizarre reading. But
Bizarre reading.
Army, I've got you pulled up now. For some reason in my settings, it has a thing that if they think it might be controversial, it will block them. But I got the chat pulled up now, so all the things that you said will come through. It's not me doing it. It's YouTube. But how the fuck do I block this dickhead that keeps doing that shit?
I don't know. He's been going on for the past 10 minutes. Maybe he timed out already.
Oh, it skipped. Alright.
Yeah.
Right when we get cool people.
Hey. So tell me more, Army, about
yeah, let's learn about the Canada.
Canada.
You shouldn't be blocked anymore, dude. I've got the chat on my computer now, so. But
or maybe he doesn't want to go into it because he is being watched on a watch list.
Oh no, we're good. Oh no, it's just YouTube fucking. If I'm not pulling up it's got to be in my settings.
I hate censorship.
Yeah, it wasn't us doing it, man. It was YouTube automatically. I have to check the settings because I used to do a podcast with this chick before, and like people would talk about feet. It was a whole thing, and I got jealous because they weren't talking about my feet. So.
All right. Make sure you you like us and send us a message offline with your email address so we can get back to you.
Just leave something in the comments or send me a message.
Leave something in the comments.
But what were we going with?
Well, we was talking about Canada for a little bit there, and
yeah, he schooled us in Canada.
Yeah.
What brought us into that?
What brought us into that was we were talking about
time travel.
Time travel. By the number of American blacks have it way better.
Maybe.
Possibly.
Probably the natives, yeah, but that's just because they're alive.
Yeah. I don't know. I hear a couple things. I've gone up to Canada in the Ontario area by Niagara Falls, and I do have to say that once you get away from the falls, there is a bit of highly motivated racial slurs and things, and that was only in like the early 2000s. So I do have to say that.
You came across people saying those to you?
Yeah. I was with Tina. That was 2003 or whatever.
Did they say it with a smelly French accent?
Well, they said it driving by.
Oh,
yeah,
pussies.
Yeah, so just...
I thought Canadians were polite.
Well, here's the thing. I've gone to Canada younger than that, and we went to, what's that party town? Why can't I
Toronto?
No, not Toronto.
What's the other one?
On the east side.
Montreal.
Montreal. Then they seem to be nicer there. Is it true that Canadians have to learn bilingual, obviously French, and a language of their choice, which is usually English? I don't know. Maybe you know.
I thought some places they had to have both signs. I'm not sure if that's true.
No surprise. A lot of bad people.
Everywhere. Yeah. Definitely everywhere.
Everywhere.
Like where we live in the United States, we're in the northern part right now. Oui, mon ami. You sounded like fucking Remy LeBeau. Gambit. X-Men.
Yeah.
Comic book reference. But
I took a little bit of au française, la petite au française.
Yeah, I know French Creole. Well, enough to get in trouble. I know French Creole, and I know enough Spanish to get me in trouble. Yeah. But I was down south for a little while, and him hanging out with me here, no problem. Nobody will say anything. If anything, people will be talking shit to me. Like,
Yeah.
what you doing, white boy? And you know what? That's fine. That's what we do. But down south, people would come up to me and talking about it's too dark in here. Too dark in here.
Yeah.
Too many in here. We had to set a couple people straight.
Yeah, I remember that. At
I
the
handled
bar
that.
And
We don't play that shit.
in
But that was South Carolina.
South bar out right outside Charleston.
Yeah.
English is the superior language. Really? Okay. Okay. So, but French is like always secondary. Like the family teaches it and people speak it.
Yeah,
Um,
like, do y'all have to have, like, signs? And, like, translators and shit? I don't know.
Yeah, I haven't been there since I was in my early 20s. But yeah, and I
Is
haven't
it
really had too many issues there besides just that.
is it
Couple
true
random
that
people.
the first person to go over the Niagara Falls in a barrel was some black guy they didn't like?
No, there was actually
Some crazy white dude?
no, she
Or was
actually
it was a chick?
female.
She probably didn't shower
It
some.
was a female the first
Was it a
one over.
chick?
Yeah, it was a chick. And
I know a bunch of people died trying to do that.
yeah, it was a chick. But
With her as a kid,
I think she lived.
but like tons of people died.
Yeah, tons of people died. Our
Why
neighbors
the
to
fuck
the
would you
north.
want to do that? I'm gonna get in a barrel? Like you better off with like a fucking life vest and maybe a boat? What a
No,
fucking
a
barrel!
boat's bad.
A fucking barrel will
It's all
fill up.
choppy and shit.
A barrel's gonna fill up with fucking water. Who made
And
the
not
motherfucking
to say
boat?
that not all the brightest bulbs in the chandelier.
Right? Why? I don't know what you mean by right. Why?
Right.
There's a little bit of a
he's-
delay on the chat.
He's probably saying, right to me, there's not the brightest bulbs in the chandelier.
Oh, I think there's a delay. So it might not
yeah,
be
it could
that.
be a delay.
But yeah. Hey, thanks for tuning in, Army. How'd you find us? You said you found us on PS4. That's cool.
Yeah, I'd love to know. It says 22 chats and one viewing right now, so.
Yeah, that's the comments from him.
All right, tell your friends, if they want to view some cool people that like to speak about why a barrel.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, is that a myth? Like, Abe Lincoln's wife being a woman? Like, is that like? I don't know. Like, that's where we're going.
Go
like,
with it, yeah.
Do you think maybe she was a man?
That's what I'm
gonna
saying.
look into those because I pulled up articles just asking about Abe Lincoln.
I think Abe.
I tried to find out how tall he was and found out that and try to look at how ugly his wife was, and she didn't look that bad. But that's why I couldn't tell if they were drawings or paintings or if they were actual pictures. Could the cameras of that day show an Adam's apple? And that's why you said he didn't have any kids, right? That's what I tried to looking up, and then here we are.
No, I don't think
Talking about time travel.
Abraham Lincoln didn't have kids, and I honestly swear to you that she was a hermaphrodite. So
You think-
by right she was unable
Your
to have
opinion.
kids. I think,
You think that?
in my opinion, that she was hermaphrodite, and that's why she couldn't conceive any kids.
I don't know. They thought for a while.
Well, that would also lead into the him being a homosexual. Not saying that's bad, but
Maybe he accidentally brushed up against it and told one of his buddies.
well, yeah. And he thought just getting some head was just getting some head, and it was all right.
Until he did a 69 and knocked that
Yeah.
top hat right off his head.
Oh, jeez.
But fuck, where was I going with that?
I don't know.
Where were we before that?
We were talking about
Hermaphrodite, and then
the hermaphrodite, and
I had one. Oh, it was a good one too.
and how you like getting head, and you said do a 69.
Yeah, before that. Well, before that. What were we talking about before that?
We were talking about Abraham Lincoln
Shit.
and how he could be a homosexual.
That's what the internet said.
That's what the internet said, not us.
Yeah.
So what was your mind directed towards that? I mean, that's all we said.
Yeah, I got.
Got a brain fart? That's all right. We're allowed to do that.
I got
on the show
distracted
because,
by
We're just few
Mary
people
Todd
talking
Lincoln's
shit.
penis.
Whoa.
But like, is Todd her maiden name or is that her middle name?
Well, yeah. Why
Was that her
would
maiden name? Like, because it didn't look hyphenated, so it's Mary Todd Lincoln. Is that like
Jeez.
when they do?
1100K followers on Twitter.
Oh yeah, that's me. Thanks, Army. Checking it out.
All right.
Must be the meds.
Must be the meds. Yes.
Is that too many? Do you have an issue with that? What's up with the G's?
I think I'm the rookie here. I'm just getting into the podcast, so
He's
I
new.
have like no friends, no anybody. So you could,
I'm his only friend.
yeah, you can Instagram DANNEILRDX
On Instagram.
on Instagram. Hit me up. Follow me. I'll follow you back, brother. Um, Nothing but jokes and laughs, baby. Nothing but jokes and laughs. And if you know any little people, females, that from the ages of 18 to probably 21, 32.
You don't even have to specify like an old age because like midgets don't live that long.
Well, okay. So specify their lifetime. So
From the ages from 20
from the ages of 20
up to 20.
Yeah, make sure you send them my way. Send me some DMs or whatever in my inbox, please. Yeah, I'm a rookie to
And
the.
are you okay if they have the Mary Todd Lincoln thing going on?
No, not okay with that.
Okay.
Um,
We don't judge, but preference is a preference, and choice is choice, and consent is consent.
Yeah, as long as they like people of my complexion, my friend.
If they don't, like, you just whip it out, and like they'll change their mind.
So, what area are you from? Are you living in the States? Are you living in Canada?
He's 45.
Oh, I'm 45.
He ain't said anything. He knows nothing about the midgets.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, little people. We don't
Little
want to piss the
people.
little fucking pricks
Yeah,
off.
are you in the States or are you in Canada right now?
I think he's Canada.
Well, I don't.
But yo, did I tell you I smoked a fucking blunt with a midget one time?
No, you didn't get the banger.
It was a dude.
Oh, fuck.
Peep the shit. I'll tell the story.
Good.
Story time. Shit. We're running overtime, and we only got one.
Yeah.
I went to east of Toronto from
Oh,
Army.
okay. All right.
But peep this shit, right? I go over. I hit this chick up. I was like, hey, I want to smoke a blunt. Can I come through? She's like, all right. Come by, roll that shit up. Smoke it with her on the front porch. Swear to God, a fucking midget comes out wearing a fucking cowboy hat. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? And like, it's fucking lit. And then smoking the blunt with the midget. And then like,
Little people.
I'm just like, I don't know
It just feels awkward.
where the fuck he was.
That's a lifetime goal of mine. Is to,
Like, and it, like, I wasn't even thinking about it. I just passed it to him. He was like, hey, what's up? Can I hit that? I was like, yeah, no doubt. She's like, yeah, that's my stepdad and shit. I was like, all right, cool. And I'm like, wait a minute. Did I grow? I thought I became a giant. Like, it was weird. It took me like a minute to figure it out.
Imagine how real giants feel about actual like us. It could just squash us.
Sit up for the little people. But, hey, man, I didn't make him put it in for the fucking blunt.
Stand up for the little people.
But yeah, he was
you,
wearing a
homie.
motherfucking cowboy hat too. Like, you know, tell me like I wouldn't question it.
Yeah.
Like, you might question somebody with a cowboy hat
But tell me he
popping
was
up out the
dressed.
cut.
He didn't come out the bedroom with just a cowboy hat and his drawers
I don't know
on.
what the fuck he was wearing. I couldn't see down that low, but all I could see was that cowboy hat, and I'm like, wait a minute, that ain't your little brother. What the? He got whiskers and shit. Like, what is
Damn.
happening? Did I grow?
Well, it wasn't her stepdad for long.
Uh,
Only probably had another couple of years left in him.
maybe.
You know, that's
Maybe.
a sad thing. Yeah, but anytime you anytime you come across a little person in your ways
I
of
love
travel, I'm a couple of years younger than you. Actually, I'm 1 year younger than my birthday.
Don't give out your birthday
Oh,
information
Don't
or your
give out.
age
oh,
or the location.
oh no, I won't give out the.
Don't give out
location.
nothing.
I just, you know,
A little bit younger.
yeah, a little bit younger. And man, it's tough trying to pull the girls in their 20s now. They look at me like an old man. Respect the proper size.
Proper size speaker. Are you referring to these, sir?
Oh.
Are you referring to these beautiful speakers? There's some fucking old school pioneers and shit. You want to buy them?
They sound great, actually.
Oh hell yeah.
They sound great. We had them hooked up earlier. They sound beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing
Next. Oh, go ahead.
what is,
Didn't mean to cut you
do you
off.
have the shield?
What shield?
The shield that pops over them?
Nah.
No, so
I got these shits like fucking like at least like 20 years ago.
yeah, you get some nice. What are those? 10-inch subwoofers?
It's a little bigger than that. Maybe. I don't know.
3-inch mids and couple-inch tweeter. Nice speakers, bro.
Next week we're gonna put a phone number out at the bottom. People can call in and we're gonna use the speakers. Did the midget take your woman? LOL. No, there was actually like, I think it was her mom's husband or boyfriend or something, and she wasn't my woman either. Like we were just went to her house to go smoke a blunt, and then a midget showed up on the porch, and she said that he was allowed to be there. So, yeah.
Yeah, you saw that. Dolomite Jenkins. What's going on, Dolomite?
Them old school speakers. Oh wow, everybody came in to see the speakers. All right, next week I'm gonna be pointing them speakers at the. I'll let y'all really see them, and we'll put up a phone number at the bottom. Y'all can call and it'll come out through these beautiful speakers. You can hear.
Oh yeah.
But
Army, I got you on that Google list. I got you.
What is it? SAE
Mark series.
What is that? Is that speakers? What is that? All right, I'll Google it now.
Dolomite Jenkins. Dolomite.
I know that motherfucker.
It was a rainy, straggly night.
SAE what?
SAE Mark series.
I started typing that. I started saying Sally Mae. I had to close that tab right quick because I owe them bitches money.
We don't owe to Sally Mae. We try not to owe
I owe
them
that bitch
money.
Over
here.
So what was it?
Mark series.
Who the fuck is Mark?
Mark. M-E-R-K series. I mean, my 1970s stereo. Oh, you got one of those bad tall boys, huh? Shit, I wish I talked to my mom still when she was nice to me, because I got some ones that are real tall and real big, nothing but fucking power. Everybody's going back to the old boombox, man. The old speaker systems. That's when it had like that raw, crisp, like dirty sound of the street.
Yeah.
Now,
if I wasn't going through a divorce, he would have owned these speakers.
Yeah, I would have owned them.
And this receiver.
Yeah, I would have owned them.
But I moved back.
So he kept them.
Yeah.
But he's still my boy, so I could come over here and jam to him anytime I want.
Oh, fuck yeah.
You know?
Play some old...
We play some old Wu-Tang?
Oh, hell yeah. Bring the motherfucking records to shit.
Four components. Equalizer, tuner, amp, preamp.
Okay.
Damn.
Yeah.
Big
This
boss,
some old school shit.
Hold on to that equipment, because that's hard to find down here in the States, and it's mad expensive if you find it.
Yeah. Like, shit like this. I might have something like this, but what I'm using right now is a JVC. I paid like $200-300 for it back in the day.
Made in LA. Okay.
Is that like LA or Louisiana? Like Los Angeles, Louisiana? Which one?
I think he's referring to City of Angels, like LA.
Okay, well, we don't know. Is there a province?
No, that's in America.
Well, yeah, but they have provinces.
They have provinces, Canada.
Yeah, so... Okay, California. Okay, I wasn't sure, like... I didn't want to be a conceited American talking about... It has to be about our country. You know what I mean? Maybe they had things. I don't know.
I was tracking what he was putting down.
Maybe it was like some Sketchwahana. What's that thing? Fucking Joey Diaz talks about the Saskatchewan weed.
Saskatchewan.
He's making fun of the weed.
Saskatchewan.
I don't know if that's what he's saying, but either way, how's the weed up there in Canada? You be fucking with that?
You smoke?
Back in the day, the best weed we could get was from
Canada, British Columbia.
When we got it, they said it was they call it BC kind, but
Y'all,
and like it was growing outdoors, and it was like some high quality shit. That was before they got all the cool stuff that we got now.
Yeah, now we got.
But now we can't even get Canadian weed. I have to get it from the fucking store.
Yeah.
Grown in Massachusetts.
Weed is great. There you go, baby.
Yeah.
Weed is great. Unfortunately, I'm you know, I can't do none of that.
Don't give details.
Yeah, I just can't do none of that. So what's the weather like there out there in Toronto?
Is it cold?
Has it started to snow yet?
Or is it global warming?
Or, or is it just getting cold now?
Y'all get fucking hurricanes and shit?
No, they don't get no hurricanes.
Why? They're too good for fucking hurricanes?
It's just
them fucking
too
snot.
much land.
Oh, them fucking stuck up
there.
Canadians can't fucking run with no hurricane.
No, but they get fucking snow squalls, which is basically hurricane.
South Central Los Angeles. And the hizzle.
And the hizzle, my nizzle.
What's up?
85
Rock Dogging in
degrees.
the house.
What? 85? Oh, dog.
Oh, that's Rock Dizzle.
Rock Dizzle. What's up? Welcome.
Rock Dogging. Rock Dogging. Is that like Raw Dogging? Well, thank you for tuning in, brother.
Rock Dogging from my home to your salute.
Oh, you think we
brother.
live here? We're squatters, bro. We don't live here.
Shit, then we gotta go soon if we're squatting, because I know the pole's gonna come to us.
Yeah, we gotta stay long enough so we get squatters' rights, bro.
What's that, 30 days, right?
Don't worry about
Oh,
it.
fuck it, we could do that. Well, we gotta at least know the law if we're gonna squat.
Oh, we can... I don't know, according to these speakers, we could probably just bribe them with these.
Probably.
See you two straight chillin'.
Yeah.
Well, thank
man.
you, Rock Dogging in the house. Did you show up like you just showed up? Because like we're just about like on the trail end of the show. This is our second episode.
This is our second episode. We just want to the
Great Lakes guys. So that's like our Midwest, right? Straight chilling like a villain.
Yeah, Great Lakes.
Money stacked to the ceiling.
I'm trying to stack my papers too. We trying to stack our papers, so send the word out.
So just like share out this podcast so we could be like famous podcasters and
share it.
If we get enough, if we start making money, we're gonna do like giveaways and shit, but it'll probably be fixed. If we start making money like that, and if we do giveaways, it's probably gonna be like our old school fans and shit.
Yeah, whatever we get from
our old school viewers.
Yeah.
Oh, why am I
so
holding
make sure
I'm supposed to be keeping this shit
Army
off
sign up. Rock Dog in the house. Y'all make sure you did we have a subscriber on YouTube?
Oh no, we got that dickhead that keep hitting the fucking button all over and over again for like an hour. But
this is gonna be on YouTube, so make sure.
Yeah, it's live on there right now. But Army knows how to find me. He found me on Twitter.
Okay.
And Rock Doggin, how'd you find us?
Rock Doggin is my name.
Rock Doggin in the house.
Pimpin's your game, hustler.
I respect it, Doug. But how'd you find us?
Hey, you have YouTube and Twitter.
Oh, thank you, Army.
Oh, thanks, Army. Appreciate that.
What's your Twitter name, Army?
Anonymous, spelled E-H,
Yeah.
Anonymous 3.
Let's see. You followed me on there? I don't see this shit. Oh, yeah, I got you.
We're on YouTube, dog.
Oh, you found us on
You found us on YouTube?
Are we new to you, Rock Dog? Like, how did you find us on the YouTube? Was it through Twitter or what? I just followed you back, Army. Because we're new. We're trying to figure this shit out.
Yeah, that's only episode 2.
The second episode, and you came at the right time where we were answering the comments, and we never answered any of the questions that we asked each other.
No, of course not. That's how we've been flown.
You found us through Playroom. Okay.
All right.
Like, did it just pop up? Like, what did it pop up under? Oh, yeah, I know. Yeah, that's how we stream it, and we do it to YouTube. Any keyword that you search for, or you just happen to come across that shit? See, I found you...
On bottom of Playroom titles.
Okay. Cool. Thanks, guys.
All right.
I appreciate that.
Hey,
But
appreciate y'all. We will be signing off because we're a little over. I like calm streams.
yeah, we are the conspiracy clowns. In a lot of people that do conspiracy podcasts, like they want to get to the bottom of it and shit. And to be honest, we got time for that shit.
Yeah.
Like we just chilling. Like we just want to. Hey, did you hear about this shit? Windows of people.
Windows of people.
Yeah. Yeah, like we just wanted to, hey, what'd you hear about? Sometimes
Yeah,
he hears about some shit, and then it leads to another conversation.
Yeah,
Next thing you know, we're talking about Canadians.
We found a good friend from Canada. We touch base with the conspiracy, and we like to get the feedback on what you guys. I saw you felt not a conspiracy ever.
No, it says not a conspiracy. Very real.
Very real.
Well, the U.S. government is now saying UFOs are real. We don't know what the fuck they are. But now they're talking about, if you go back and watch from the beginning, that's what we started on, talking about fucking Mars with the water under there. Why the fuck Elon Musk is a goddamn alien, and why does everybody want to go there?
Time travel.
Project Bluebeam.
Project Bluebeam.
We didn't even get to talk about that. We'll talk about that next week.
Yeah,
baby.
we'll talk about that next week.
Remind us.
We're working it out, and if you want to follow us next week, you got a way to hit us up. And Rock Dog in the house. You could follow us and give us some likes on YouTube and Twitter. Twitter handle is
Must Be the Meds.
Must Be the Meds.
He I think he said he saw me on YouTube, so he knows all my info is on there.
All right, and
share out yours if you want.
Mine is I only have Instagram. I'm really fresh to this, so you can hit me up on IG under Daniil, DANNEIL RDX. Follow me. I'll follow you back.
Neil?
Neil.
Really?
Yeah. Neil. I don't know. That's my parents, man. DANNEIL RDX. Clark with an E. Follow me. I'll follow you back. We'll shoot the shit. You will also see us here every Wednesday around 1:30 to 2:30. Today we were running late technical.
Now we'll say
midday, mid-afternoon,
after 2:00.
After 2:00.
Wednesday afternoon.
Yeah, we're trying to get this down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Wednesday afternoon.
Sure, definitely hit me up, and if you like us on YouTube, that'd be greatly appreciated. Plus, you could stream our last episode and tell us what you think. Leave some comments, good or bad.
Comment on there, like, and please share.
And
if you have friends,
we'll share.
We don't have friends. That's why me and him just hang out, because we don't have any other friends. It's just me and him.
Yeah, and we like to,
be good lads. I thought y'all away from the fucking crown, using the term lads. Ooh.
All right, gentlemen, I am signing out.
Thank you, guys.
All right, thank you so much, guys. Please watch us on YouTube and hit us some likes. We'd greatly appreciate it.
And share and all that. Leave comments in the fucking YouTube thing, too, because these comments don't show up on the YouTube sometimes. It's a whole thing. But I will make sure that your shits don't get censored no more. And I'm going to drop you a message later on, Army, on Twitter. But thanks again. And
thanks again. And
we'll be back next week with some more bullshit.
Yeah, absolutely.